The big economic news yesterday, GDP down for the second quarter in a row. Many of the haters said, David, you will never cover this because you have to defend the Joe Biden economy to the death and blah, 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 blah. No, guys, I don't care. I don't care about defending Joe Biden. I don't care about Democrats. I'm not a Democrat. I'm just a progressive. I report to you what is, not what I would like to see or what someone else says should be. GDP fell 0.9% in the second quarter of 2022. This is the second straight decline, and it is being called a strong recession signal. There is a traditional delineation of what is a recession, which is 2 consecutive quarters of declining GDP. And indeed, on an annualized basis, GDP fell 0.9%. That's following a 1.6% decline in the first quarter, and this was worse than the Dow Jones estimate of a gain of 0.3%. The drop came from a broad swath of factors, including decreases in inventories, residential and non-residential investment, and government spending. Now, I am terrible at this. I believe humans are terrible at this, predicting economic futures. I don't believe we are headed to a recession. I believe we are going to have better inflation numbers in a couple of weeks. In mid-August, we're going to get the July numbers. I believe they're going to look good. I think there will be a nice little, potentially a little market rally there. It's not actionable. I'm not doing anything. I'm not buying, selling, suggesting anyone. This is just a prediction that I'm making. I think Q3 is going to end up being so-so, and Q4 is going to be better. Now, that prediction is worth what you paid for it, which is nothing, okay? But this is my guess, and I'm going to tell you a couple of different things why. First and foremost, there's this conventional wisdom, which is often not that wise or conventional, which is the American economy, by definition, has a recession every 6 to 7 years, at the most every 10. We are overdue for a recession. I don't tend to believe that that is hard and fast. It's possible, but difficult to avoid recessions, but it requires a very balanced stimulation of supply and demand. And you can, in some theoretical sense, do this via fiscal stimulus, low interest rates, preventing shocks like the 2008 financial crisis due to mortgage products that were predatory and fed into the feedback loop and blah, blah, blah. Now, it never happens, right? Like historically, it just hasn't happened. So we've had recessions on this regular basis. I don't actually believe we have to have true recessions, but we are certainly going to have pullbacks, and we've been experiencing a pullback. I am right now partial to the idea that we're getting to the end of the pullback rather than only the beginning. If you look at the reasons why the decrease in GDP took place, they're not the most concerning reasons. I'll give you an example. Reduction in inventories. Why would there reduction in inventories lowers GDP? Why would you have a reduction in inventories? Well, one reason can be that people are buying everything. When people are buying everything and consumer demand is so strong, it's not exactly a negative sign that inventories have declined, even though it lowers GDP. That's just one example. Second, there has been reduced federal government spending. This is usually what right-wingers want. When there is government spending, the right-wingers go, we can't afford it. Inflation, it's bad, it's all terrible. Well, you know what happens when the government spends less? The GDP goes down. That's another reason that GDP is down. But it's not actually representative of private industry struggling. And again, private industry is doing very well. Residential fixed investment has declined. Non-residential fixed investment. Like, these are not the GDP decreasing factors that to me signal that a recession is coming. Now, again, I'm an idiot. I don't know anything. And I think even the people who do know stuff are terrible at making predictions. But it's just not feeling when you look at demand is really high, inflation is coming down, we are close to full employment, tons of businesses have open jobs that they want to hire for. This doesn't feel, oh my God, am I saying feel? Do facts care about my feelings? No, they don't. This doesn't feel like we're heading into a recession, and I don't think that the next 6 months are going to be disastrous. Now, Would I take that to the bank? Hell no. What am I doing? I'm doing the same thing I always do. I've got my asset allocation. It's, 15% cash, 3% crypto. I've got my real estate. I've got my stocks and bonds, and I just invest monthly, regardless of what the market is doing. I don't even trust myself enough in these predictions to go and make any changes to what I'm doing. But that's my take on this. And I know that, and by the way, I don't credit Joe Biden for any of it. Listen, I was right there when Barack Obama, remember Barack Obama? Yeah. When he was running for re-election and Mitt Romney was running against him, I said, I think the economy will be good the next 4 years, whether it's Romney or Obama. It might be a little different, but it's basically going to be a strong economy. And it just was going to be a strong economy. And if it was Romney, then I would have had to say the same thing. It was pretty strong. During a period under Trump, the economy was fine. I would even say, I wasn't on here saying, oh, Trump's economy is actually terrible. It was fine. Job growth slowed down a little bit than where it was under Obama, but stock market was good. Consumer confidence was good. Inflation was low. I don't do the political games that many people do around this stuff. And right now, my sense is this is not the start of some massive recession. Let's see, 4 months from now, 6 months from now, 7, 8 months from now, come back and check with me and we'll see where we are. One of our sponsors today is Blue Chew, a unique online service delivering the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis in a chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. And they're giving my audience an entire month's supply for free. So if you think you could benefit from an extra boost of confidence when it's time, all you have to do is take a short quiz on their website. A licensed doctor approves your prescription. The medication comes straight to your home within days in a discreet package. No driving around to the doctor's office or the pharmacy. No waiting around. No awkward conversations with your doctor. All of Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA. The entire process is just a few clicks. Go to bluechew.com. The link is underneath this video. They'll give you an entire month's supply for free when you use the promo code PACMAN. All you have to do is pay $5 shipping.